Both of y'all did really, really, really good. I almost went deaf. How are you guys doing? All right, so today we have a very, very, very exciting book in front of us. Can somebody, raising your hand, tell me what does the book say? Yes, ma'am?
It says, vote for me for president.
Vote? It says grace for president? Yeah? So what's going on in the book? Can somebody tell me what do you think this book is about? What do you think? Yes, ma'am?
I think it's about...
Go ahead, stand up for me. Stand up for me. What does it say? What is it about?
It's a girl that wants to be president.
A girl that wants to be?
President.
A girl that wants to be president. Does everybody, yes, sir. What do you think it's about? What do you think it's about?
What do you got here?
Yeah, okay.
President,
Yes, president. So who agrees with them that it's about a girl that wants to be president? Yeah? Can everybody say yes? All right, so it's about a little girl that wants to be president. Now, I know we're running a little bit out of time, okay? So let's start real quick. It's about a little girl that wants to be president. Do you know what it takes to be a president?
No.
No? Well, it's a lot of work, right? It's a lot of groundwork. Almost at the end of the presentation, I want you to be thinking already, because I want two of you to run for president. Who wants to run for president? All right. But you're going to have to prepare me. Okay, go ahead. Bring your hands down. You're going to have to prepare me a reason why we need to vote for you. Okay? Because we have votes. And this is what we're going to talk about today. How does somebody become a president? There's something called the Electoral College. Now, who thinks that this has to do something with college? No, it's just a system that this country has already a long time ago in the process, where we use the Electoral College to be the ultimate vote of who becomes president. Now, for the Electoral College to be able to vote for that person, the people within the state have to vote. Whoever gets the majority of the votes in that state, the votes that are allocated to that state, that person gets all the votes of that state. And when you put all the votes together, then that's the person that wins the presidency. Okay? Yes?
Yeah.
Are you guys already sleeping on me?
No.
Okay, all right. So stay awake, okay? Stay awake. So let's go. Let's start right here. Grace for president. Okay? All right, here we go. So we see in this here, you see this picture here? Check it out. Everybody look at this picture. You see this right here? You see lots of faces, okay? It's the first page that you open up right there. You see lots of faces. Those are people that have been presidents before. We have Mr. George Washington. We got Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington. We have Teddy Roosevelt. We have Abraham Lincoln. We have John F. Kennedy. This is Mr. Franklin D. Roosevelt. And we have this little girl that wants to run for president. Can everybody say president? All right, here we go. I feel the energy. I like it. I like this. So let's go real quick right here. Let's go to this page right here.
Can I read it?
You want to read it? You got to do it real loud, okay? Get up and read to us. Let's go. One morning
in December, Miss Barrington rolled out a big poster with all of the president's picture on it. Grace
Campbell
could not believe her eyes. Where are the girls?
Where are the girls? Do you see the pictures? There's a bunch of guys there. You see that?
They're all boys.
Yeah, so she said, where are the girls? So then on the next page, let's flip to the next page, it says, this is a very good question, said Miss Barrington. The truth is, our country has never had a woman president. Can everybody breathe? Got to do a little louder. Okay, all right. It says, no girl president ever, Grace asked. No, I'm afraid not, said Miss Barrington. So, geez. And so then Grace sat at her desk, and of course she was thinking about this. No girls? Who ever heard such a crazy thing? Can everybody say crazy? So then she finally raised her hand. What do you think she's going to ask? Can somebody raise her hand? Yes, ma'am?
I think she's going to ask if she could be the president.
Oh, I think she's going to ask if she could be the president. What about you, my buddy? Come over there.
I was about to say the same thing.
Oh, say it again. Come on. What do you think she's going to ask?
She's going to be the president.
The president. Okay. So, yes, both of them had it. So, let's check it out. Let's flip the page real quick. Let's flip the page. It says, yes, Grace, says the teacher. Yes, I've been thinking it all over, and I'd like to be president. Here we go. Several students in the class laughed. Can everybody laugh? Can you laugh? Can you laugh like me? So check it out. Check it out. So, yes, sir? Yes, yeah. There's no girls on there. So why do you? Yeah. Why do you think they were laughing at the idea that she wants to be president? Why do you think? Why? Let's try someone that hasn't participated yet. Why are they laughing at her?
There's no such thing as a girl president.
Because there's no such thing as a girl president. Absolutely, my friend. What is your name? Henry. Okay, Henry. Everybody give it up for Henry. Come on. Yes. All right. So, here we go. That's the truth. They laughed because they were like, what is going to, how are you going to be the first president, girl? You never won. Girls never won. So it says, well, I think that's, so the teacher says, I think that's a star-spangled idea, Grace. That's an awesome idea, said Mrs. Barrington. In fact, we can have our own election right here at Woodrow Wilson Elementary. The snickering in the room stopped. Grace smiled. Would anyone else like to run for president? Said Miss Barrington. Nobody raised their hand. People were scared. Oh, can everybody go, oh? So the next day, listen up, guys. The next day, Miss Barrington made an announcement. It says, in the name of democracy, I have invited Mr. Waller's class to join our election. Their class has nominated Thomas Cobb to be their presidential candidate. Can everybody clap? Yeah. So then, Grace's heart sank. She was like, oh, I actually have somebody that's running against me. Can everybody go, oh? Thomas was the school spelling bee champion. Oh, super popular, right? His experiments always took a blue ribbon at the science fair, and he was the captain of the soccer team. That's a great competitor, guys. Becoming president wasn't going to be easy after all. Grace was worried. So then, this is when check out that page where the teacher is pointing to the map. The teacher put the names of all the 50 states and the District of Columbia into a hat. Everyone except for Grace and Thomas got to choose a state. So everyone's going to get to choose a state. I need my friends right here. In this pouch right here, I have the official ballots. Everybody just gets one. Everybody gets one. Yes. There's official ballots. You guys are going to participate in an election. All right? So check it out. Okay. Here we go, guys. Okay. Keep your attention over here. Just passing out the ballots. Okay? Each ballot is going to have a number on there. You don't get to pick the number, but there's a number on the ballot. That's the number of electoral votes for that state. So one of the little boys says, I'm Texas, said Anthony. I'm New Hampshire, said Rose. I am Michigan, said Robbie. What does the number 17 mean? Each state is assigned a number of electoral votes. That number is determined by how many people live in that state, said Mrs. Barrington. Each of you will be representing your state. Altogether, our country has five. Listen up, guys. Don't get distracted. We're going to mess up the whole point of this. All the states put together, it's a total of 538 electoral votes when you put all the votes together. Mrs. Waller explained to all the students, on election day, the candidates who received 270 votes is the one that wins the election. 270 votes. If you get 270 votes, you win the election. Why 270, said Rose. That's more than half of all the electoral votes, Miss Waller said. Becoming president really wasn't going to be easy, Grace thought. So check out, turn the page, and don't lose that little paper. There it is. They begin to put their signs and boards all over the place, promoting themselves, right? What does it say there? It says, Grace Campbell for president. Vote for Thomas Cobb, the man for the job. So they try to do these funny little statements on there, right? Grace listened to what issues were going and they were important for the students. And she made a list of campaign promises. Grace wrote, can everybody read the promises right here that Grace wrote? It says, a peaceful school, no bullies, a cleaner school, no littering, better hot lunches, no more fish stick tacos. Who likes fish stick tacos? They're smelly, right? Now, I know some of you guys like them. I like them too. Yeah, so if I win president, I'm going to make y'all eat fish tacos. Did I lose your vote already? Yeah? Oh, you don't care? Okay, all right. Just want to have the copy in the okay. All right. Free tutoring. Okay, so Grace made the campaign, right? And the posters and buttons. Thomas made posters and buttons too. You can see what he was promising. Free tutoring, free soccer lessons, free fish stick tacos every week. So they had opposite views, guys. Change the page. Each week, the teachers set aside time for the candidates to meet with their constituents. Polls were taken. Voters were making their choices. And it was time to vote for the grand election. Here it is. They're given speeches. At recess, she gave speeches. Grace was campaigning. During lunch, she handed out free cupcakes. Who likes free cupcakes? Me. Okay. All right. And after school, she held rallies. Does everybody know what a rally is? A rally is like when I gather everybody together and I have like cheerleaders running around and they're all saying, you know, Officer Robles for president. Officer Robles for president. Can you say, Officer Robles for president? Robles for president. It's something like that. All right. So that's like a rally. All right.
Why do you say, the person, the proper thing, holding a torch?
But okay, because she's she's part of the campaigning is acting triumphant, like you already are winning, like you're like she's like the Statue of Liberty right there, trying to connect with people that like the Statue of Liberty. So then, check this out. I got a question for you guys here. Meanwhile, Thomas wasn't worried. Do you see that list right there? Look at that list. Okay, so Thomas, I told you that the person that wins 270 votes wins. Well, Thomas was looking at the list and he saw that there was the majority of boys, okay? When he put all the names of the boys together and their value of votes, he saw that there was 271 points for him. But the elections weren't happening yet. But he assumed that he could get all the votes of the boys because he was a boy. And our little friend, Grace, thought the same thing. Only the girls are going to vote for me, so I only have 200 and less than 270 votes. So, I'm in trouble, she said. She thought she was in trouble. So, do you think Thomas was worried seeing that there was more boys voting than girls? No, he wasn't, because he thought they were going to vote for him. So here we go. He had cleverly calculated that the boys held slightly more electoral votes than the girls. So at recess, Thomas studied his spelling words. During lunch, he worked on his latest science experiment. And after school, he played soccer. Was he trying to win? No. He thought he had it already in his pocket because there was more boys, so I'm going to win because they're going to vote for me because I'm a boy, that's it. So even before the election, Grace made good on her promises. She joined the safety squad. She organized the school beautification committee, and she volunteered her time at the school cafeteria. There she is. You see that page right there where I'm at? Yeah? She's working. She is working for the votes, right? Yes. Yes. She is working really hard. So then on the next page, listen up. So in early November, Woodrow Wilson Elementary hosted a special election day assembly. Grace and Thomas took their places on stage as the school began to play. As the school band began to play, Henry was the first representative to approach the microphone. The Yellow Hammer, State Alabama, cast 9 electoral votes for Thomas. Fletcher said, the Last Frontier, State of Alaska, cast 3 votes for the best man on the job, Thomas Cobb. That's what he said. So then Hannah called out, Grand Canyon, State of Arizona, cast its 10 electoral votes for Grace Campbell. So there it is. The boys are voting for the boy, and the girls are voting for the girls. So something that she was afraid of is happening. And so it went. State after state, they casted their electoral votes, and the score in the gymnasium kept track. The teachers kept track of all the voting. The voting demonstrations was quickly coming to an end. Turn the page, this is the next page. Clara approached the podium. The Badger State of Wisconsin cast 10 votes for my best friend, Grace Campbell. So the votes kept coming in. Grace looked at the scoreboard. You see the scoreboard right there, the numbers? Right here, look over here. For those of you that don't know what the scoreboard is, right here. The scoreboard. So it says 268 Thomas, 267 Grace. Who's winning? Thomas is winning. So Grace looked at the scoreboard. Thomas had 268. And she had 267. There was only one state still left to vote. So now, there it is, Wyoming. Equal rights. Thomas grinned. Grace felt sick. She thought this boy was going to go of where she was thinking. Sam walked up to the microphone. He looked at Thomas. He looked at Grace. And he looked down at Grace's handmade flag. Sam didn't say a word. What are you waiting for? Thomas whispered. Come on now. The band stopped playing. All the eyes were on Wyoming. Finally, Sam cleared his throat. He went like this. Can you do that? Yes. The equal state of Wyoming casts its 3 electoral votes for Grace Campbell. Give it up for Grace. The gymnasium erupted. Can you guys erupt? And there were some boos. Can you guys boo? Miss Burrington approached the podium with 270 electoral votes. The winner is Grace Campbell. Thomas looked around. Grace hugged Sam, and she said, "Why did you do it?" Sam handed Grace his flag because, he said, "I thought you were the best person for the job." The following week, the students in Ms. Barrington's class were preparing for the Career Day presentations. Grace volunteered to go first. She stood in front of the room and glanced at the poster still hanging on the wall. "My name is Grace Campbell. When I grow up, I'm going to be the President of the United States." And this time, everyone believed that she would. Give it up for Grace! So you see how that happened? The votes. You work hard for the votes, right? Now I need my 2 candidates to come up here real quick. Who wants to be you? You had an interest. Come on this way. Yes, you. You had an interest early, and you were. Go ahead. Come on this way. All right. So think about it. Okay. So who wants to be the cat party? The cat. Who wants to represent the cats?
I'm allergic to cats.
You're allergic to cats, so you want to represent the cats? Okay. So we got dogs and cats.
Dogs.
Dogs. Well, we gotta have one cat. Okay, you're gonna be the cat. You want to be the cat? Okay, you be the cat. All right. What's your name?
Elia.
Elia. She's representing the cats. Okay, so the team cats. And my friend, what's your name?
Cameron.
Cameron. Okay, Cameron, on this side. All right. So you're gonna tell the class why we should vote for either of you. Just tell us 3 things, and you got to be real loud so everyone can hear you. You have to start by saying, "Hi guys, I represent the cats, and this is why you should vote for me." You ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Hi,
They gotta hear you. Gotta hear you.
guys.
It's okay. So why should they vote for you? Why?
Because cats are soft, cute, and they like when they meow.
Because cats are soft and cute, and because they meow. Does everybody like that? No. No. Okay. Whoever liked the speech, you can clap. Come on, put your hands together. Clap for our friend from the cats. All right. So she gave her speech for the voting. All right. So let's see. My friend over here representing the dogs. Why should we vote for the team dogs?
I don't know. They're protective.
They're what?
They're protective.
3 reasons.
They're protective and they're cute and they listen.
They're protective and they're cute and they listen. Who likes that? Okay. All right. So put your hands down. All right. Now we're gonna put the electoral box out. We have our electoral box down here. So line by line, you're gonna pass, and you don't have to tell me, right, who you're gonna vote. You're just gonna put on the side that you voted for. So you'll see one side is one of the animals, cats, and the other one is dogs, okay? So you put your ballot on your little piece of paper on the side that you vote. You starting with this line. Come on, quickly, because we're running out of time. Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
Yes, dogs. Dogs.
You gotta remember, you gotta be respectful of everybody's vote. Come on this way. You can't influence. All right, next one over here. So the votes are coming in, guys. The tallies are in, and we got our electoral votes coming in. Hold on a second. Go ahead.
I like them. I like the dogs.
Okay. Anybody else missing? Come on, guys. Anybody else that hasn't gone up? They're voting. All right. Everybody voted? Is anybody missing a vote out here?
No, I don't have one.
Do we have any votes hitting under the chairs? No? Do we have anything? All right, so the votes are going to come in. We got our votes tallied. We got our vote. Can you help count one of the sides? Whoever goes to 271st is the one that wins. So we got our elections going on, guys. All right. Go ahead, take a seat. All right, guys. So check it out. While they do the votes, listen up. Today, we saw how we elect for a president. We vote for a president, how a president wins. There's the Electoral College. Each state gets two Senate votes because each state has 2 senators. Can you say 2 senators?
2 senators.
Okay, 2 senators. And each state, depending on the population of the state, how many people live in that state, they get representation in the House of Representatives. So some states, like you saw on the map, can you go back to your map? The map where you see the numbers? Open up your book. It's a map of the United States, and you see the numbers on there.
Wait, I found it.
You found it? Look, this is what it looks like. Okay, you see that right there? each state has a number of representatives. For example, Texas, we have 40. We just gained 2 more votes. And we're about to have them for the next election cycle, 2 more votes. So now we have 40. We got 2 senators and 38 representatives. So we have 40 votes. The state of Florida gained 1 more vote because our population is growing. Okay? So now they have 30 votes. And California, they've actually lost one vote. They've lost 1 vote because they're losing population. A lot of people are moving to different places, or some places are just increasing the number of population. Okay? So the more people live in that state, the more representation there is. So that's why we have the Electoral College. The Electoral College helps the country have representation on elections. For example, there's states like California, they're so huge in population, so huge, that if it was only up to population, the state of California, Texas, Florida, and New York would be electing the president. That's how big they are. They will be the ones that would be electing for presidents. And if that happens, then guess what? These candidates don't have to worry about anybody else. They don't have to visit Oklahoma. They don't have to visit Mississippi. They don't have to visit Alabama. They don't have to go anywhere else because all they got to hit is California, Texas, New York, Florida, and Chicago. And that's not fair. So the electoral process helps everyone have representation when it's time to vote. You guys got it? Yeah? So it's the Electoral College. Can everybody say Electoral College? Electoral College. Now we got the numbers coming in, and we got, we're going to write the cats. How many votes the cats got, and how many the dogs. All right, we got the Electoral College right here. They're the judges. 100. Oh, that's really, wow. That's awesome. 114. And the dogs got? All right. So it was a close one. Now check this out. I did see a lot of more votes, individual votes coming in, right? From the dogs, right? The dogs. I saw a lot of more votes going there. But even though there was more people coming in for the dogs, the cats, whoever voted for cats, had also big numbers. So again, this is how representation is. You might have a certain amount of states. You might have more states going one way, but if they have the heavy hitter states or the ones that have the most population, then those are the ones, that's the one that's going to win, okay? Again, representation, all right? Guys, I hope you guys learned a little bit about the voting process, and it's so important that you go out and vote, guys, because even though the Electoral College is the one that submits the last vote, and it's the one that actually impacts who's going to win for president, when you vote, your vote gets together, and whatever candidate has the most votes in that state gets all of the Electoral College votes for that state. So your vote counts. All right? Did you guys have fun? Yeah? All right. Any questions?
No.
What was that? No questions? Okay. Any questions on the book? Any questions on the book? No? All right. Well, I think we're done for this part. Okay. Did you have a vote over there? What happened? You didn't turn it in? It's okay. You could have. Let me see. That's why the number is off. All right. Oh, see. Oh, and you didn't vote either. Okay. So this is. We got some fraud going on here. We've got some fraud here. Check out the numbers over here on this side. See, I saw those numbers and I was like, we got fraud going on. Somebody ate these 36 plus votes. Yeah, we're gonna we're gonna have to redo it again. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. I think we have the next class coming in, right? Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much, señorita.